There seems to be new celebrity controversy every other business days, as these Hollywood idols just can't seem to stay out of negative press. Today's Where Are They Now is giving you our top 10 countdown of the biggest celebrity controversies of 2023. Are there any more controversies of this year that weren't included in today's Where Are They Now? Share your responses below and let's jump right in. In our 10th spot, Gwyneth Paltrow goes to court. Gwyneth's ski crash trial is only the latest feat of the many years of problems she's found herself in. From her promoting her genitalia-scented candles to her arguable dieting tips, this acting star has landed herself in hot water plenty of times within her career. Back in January 2019, Gwyneth was taken to court for a skiing incident that occurred in Park City, Utah. The accuser, Dr. Terry Sanderson, went on oath to claim Gwyneth crashed into him 3 years beforehand, allegedly taking off after knocking him out and supposedly causing brain and rib injuries. The actress countersued Terry in February with her own set of claims that the incident was actually Terry's fault. The court case launched in March, with Gwyneth taking the stand 4 days in. The actress originally testified that she believed Terry was going to intimately harm her during the accident, and later became a victim of online trolling for detailing the collision as costing her half a day of skiing. Despite Terry seeking $300,000 in damages from Gwyneth, the actress is only claiming $1 in symbolic damages on top of attorney fees. Before we jump into number 9, like today's video if you predict 2023 will have the craziest celebrity controversies of the decade. In our 9th spot, Meghan and Harry's coronation confrontation. With all the speculation circling Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle, reports have been coming in hot about whether or not they'll be attending King Charles's coronation at Westminster Abbey. Of course, it's public news that the heavily publicized couple, who have a rather rocky history with the remainder of the royal family, has received an invite. According to reports, this is the RF's way of extending an olive branch, but no one is certain if the spouses will even take them up on their offer. The debate surrounding this is because there has been zero clear indication as to whether the former royals will support their latest monarch, as the couple surprisingly haven't publicly spoken on it. However, the royal celebration will go on either way, on May 6th to be exact, and according to reports, Meghan and Harry's children are currently still not welcomed, per the guest list. This means they haven't been initially invited to the event, as per Buckingham Palace correspondence. In our 8th spot, Jonathan Majors' AB arrest. Villainous Kang actor from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Jonathan Majors, was recently charged and arrested in New York City following an alleged domestic dispute over the weekend of March 25th. When law enforcement arrived on the scene, they saw the injured female victim and swiftly detained Jonathan. The actor made a court appearance later that day in which he was charged with, quote, 2 misdemeanor counts of second-degree aggravated, second-degree, and third-degree attempted. He was released following the verdict and given another court attendance date for May 8th. A spokesperson for Jonathan put out a statement which detailed, "He has done nothing wrong. We look forward to clearing his name and clearing this up." Jonathan's arrest unfolded at a time where his fame sits at an all-time high. There are currently no details on whether his arrest and charges will affect any of his work deals or alter overall attention, but Jonathan has been specifically featured in US Army ads, which have since been pulled as a decision due to the event's fallout. In our 7th spot, Justin Roiland charges affect Ricky and Morty. Justin's domestic violence charges have officially been dropped, and the Rick and Morty creator spoke about the occurrence almost 2 months following his felony charges announced in January 2020. The news was unveiled by NBC, and the creator finally expressed his thoughts on the case dismissal, responding to publicly set against him via a Twitter statement. Quote, "I have always known these claims were false and never had any doubt that this day would come. I am thankful, but at the same time still deeply shaken by the horrible lies that were reported about me during the process. However, now that the legal case has ended, I am determined to move forward and focus both on my creative projects and restoring my good name." A district attorney representative confirmed to Polygon through official court documentation that Justin's charges were axed because of insufficient evidence to prove beyond reasonable doubt. Even though Justin plans on moving forward with his creations, it's not clear how this result will leave his relationships with major studios, given Adult Swim, Squanch, Hulu, and 20th TV Animation all severed their ties with him amid the initial case. In our 6th spot, Ice Spice cutting concerts. Ice's fandom, the Munchkins, caused a hugely chaotic scene for the female rapper that had the star cutting her concert real short. I'm sure you know of this Bronx native due to her fast rise to the top of the charts thanks to her viral new age rap banger Munch. However, Isis herself is still adjusting to the massive outpour of public admiration. When she made a Tia and Dola x Bowery showroom appearance for their collaborative concert, at the Williamsburg Hotel Ballroom, the star was forced to end her guest set far earlier than intended because of the unruly crowd beneath her pushing up onto the lower stage. As the audience started to close in on Ice, videos depict Ice yelling at them to relax. But her attempts to calm the overly excited concert goers didn't work. After Ice is relocated to a secured space away from the rowdy crowd, videos show the DJ addressing the New York City crowd, voicing his disappointment. Before departing from the venue, however, Ice was still able to perform a couple of songs from her Like EP, including In Her Mood. In our fifth spot, Viola Davis's Oscar snub. The 2023 Oscars Best Actress nominations list was stacked with big showbiz names, but they were notably missing a bunch of black actresses who did stellar work in their snubbed films. In Hollywood Enjoyers' opinions, African American actresses, including and most notably Viola, were unfairly left out, irking many. As a past winner of the accolade for her work in Fences, her fan-favorite portrayal in the action drama flick The Woman King earned Viola a SAG Award nomination, but was noticeably uncalled upon for the Oscars field announcement. After Danielle Deadwyler's Rave Tail performance was snubbed for the same nomination, after also receiving a SAG nod, director Shinone Chukwu called out the behavior of the Oscars online, stating via Instagram, "We live in a world and work in industries that are so aggressively committed to upholding whiteness and perpetrating an unabashed misogyny towards black women." In our fourth spot, Brenden Fraiser's fat suit fallout. Brenden's acclaimed role as Charlie in The Whale landed him a Best Actor nomination and saw him portraying a 600-pound homebound homosexual man. Of course, Brenden doesn't actually weigh 600 pounds in real life, nor is he sexually attracted to men, which rubbed some social media users the wrong way ever since the December release of the film. His fat suit saw mass criticism and had other celebrities speaking out about the topic and role. You Just Need to Lose Weight and 19 Other Myths About Fat People author Aubrey Gordon once penned on Twitter that so much of the discourse this time around consists of fat people saying, "This is going to make life harder for me," and the response from people who aren't fat is largely, "No, it's humanizing you." I would argue that's our call to make. However, Whale producer Jeremy Dawson responded to the stir via Hollywood Reporter. "The key thing for us was to show somebody who was just a human, who had things he was dealing with, that we would want to have empathy and love for him at the same time, as well as understanding, empathy and love for all these characters he's interacting with." In our third spot, Cara Delevigne addresses airport spiral. 6 months following Cara's Los Angeles airport spiral, she finally addressed the concerns behind the troubling photos of her erratic behavior. Featured in an April 2023 cover story for Vogue, the model discussed how the paparazzi pics served as a reality check for her sobriety journey. Cara explained her initial return from the Nevada Burning Man Festival in September 2022, noting she hadn't rested and wasn't doing okay. The Suicide Squad actress added, "It's heartbreaking because I thought I was having fun, but at some point I was like, okay, I do not look well. So in a way, those pictures were something to be grateful for." Cara also called out her behavior as feral and stated it was a fearful time for her loved ones. The actress formally checked herself into rehab in late 2022 and detailed her previous intervention of sorts. She also stated how she still has a lot of energy, but it's not erratic. "I am calmer." Cara concluded by finalizing her need to constantly work on herself, admitting, "It's never going to be fixed or fully healed, but I am okay with that, and that's the difference." Her A-lister friends, from Selena Gomez and Margot Robbie to Phoebe Waller-Bridge, even gushed about Cara in the piece. In our second spot, Taylor Swift's ticketing tip. Taylor's fan base rallied outside an LA court building recently while hearing for their Ticketmaster and Live Nation lawsuit went underway. Swifties very recently filed the case following Ticketmaster's site crashing while sales for Taylor's latest tour were occurring, not only because of fans but also due to resellers and bots. Fans accused the concert-selling sites of getting rid of marketing competitors and overcharging show watchers due to their companies merging in 2010. Among the many fans were Laura Watson and Penny Harrison, who claimed they paid $2,400 while attempting to purchase 3 tickets. They continued, "It's crazy the amount. Why should they have monopoly over everything? When they did the merger, they said they were going to have to do agreements with that and be some sort of regulations. The only thing I see is that they just keep paying the fines starting over." The case counsel lead, John Genja, recalled the lawsuit's next steps was to determine whether or not the fiasco will get settled out of court, as this US-based antitrust case exposed the company's possibility of much higher damages. The year before, Taylor herself admitted her anger over the ticket controversy, stating she was not making excuses for anyone because those behind the sales assured her team their sites could handle the demanding surge. In our first spot, Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber feud. From rumored mocking of laminated eyebrows to supposedly shady skincare TikToks, Selena and Hailey have not been able to live down their alleged beef for pretty much as long as the public has run with it. This whole thing apparently stems from Hailey's husband, Justin Bieber, and somehow kicked off most recently over accusations of Hailey body shaming and bullying the singer. Other big celebrities have since gotten in between the issue, like Kylie and Kendall Jenner, Taylor Swift, Jeffree Star, and Justin Sky, publicly picking sides and adding more gasoline to the fire. However, no matter what side you see yourself on, Hailey and Selena have both denied any history of feuding, and Selena has begged fans countless times to stop hating on Hailey. She even most recently uploaded a note to her Instagram account telling fans to stop posting death threats and be kinder to people. Hailey specifically. Hailey echoed this sentiment in her own IG upload, asking fans to be more aware of how their words can affect people and promised to do her part of the same ideology. That's been today's WATN. I've been your host, Michaela, and thanks for watching, friends.